We're on the site of one of our latest tanks on this edition of Water Wednesdays. This one, 250,000 gallons. This is Cave Hill. There's a much bigger one next door, 1 million gallons. To tell you what is happening here and why this secondary tank is so important is Jake Belgrave. He is the acting project coordinator at the Barbados Water Authority, lead on all of these projects. Jake, always great to have you on the program. What's happening here as we get this secondary tank ready for service?
Well, it's always a pleasure being here to update our viewing public. This is part of the CAF project. We're here today just to highlight our progress. We have our new glass line steel tank, which is about 80% completed. We're now getting ready to do the pipe work so we can integrate it into the network. It is a backup to the 1 million concrete tank, as it was mentioned. We have some non-revenue water issues with this tank, and we need to take it out of the network in order to carry out those repairs. But in order to maintain the network for the consumer, we had to put in a backup system. We are also doing this at our Rock Hall site and at the Bowmanston site as well. The Rock Hall tank actually is about 70% completed as well, so we're progressing very nicely.
Mr. Belgrave, if you can, get into some of those details about the repairs. What needs to be done with this huge concrete tank?
Well, basically there's an inner lining that has corroded over time, so we need to repair that. That is the major issue regarding this tank, to prevent any further leaking or loss of water. So once we can have the new tank in operation, we take this out, we go in, we do a final assessment to assess the full repairs needed, and then we go from there. But everything is running smoothly thus far.
Of course, this, Mr. Belgrave, falls under a wider project. You've been dealing with a number of reservoirs and tanks right across the island. How far are we in terms of that overall project?
Well, this is the CAF project. We have 11 sites under our portfolio, 10 of which are active at present. Just a stone's throw away in the east, we have our Lodge Hill system.
Yes.
We have just more or less reached 90% completion with that underground tank. We are doing the finishing works in terms of reinstalling the pipes and fittings that were in the network. We took those out, refurbished them, put them back in. The entire tank is now sealed. The roof of the tank on the external has a new drainage layer, which prevents any surface water from entering the roof of the tank and contaminating the system. So we do all in our best efforts to ensure that we provide a quality product to the consumer. We would have done the pool section earlier last year. That's completed. We are about to hand over the Hayman station within the week. We are about to do our final inspections, so that can be handed over. The Ashton Hall Reservoir, Lodge Hill Reservoir, and Lambert's Reservoir, they are about 90 to 95% completed. So we are moving quite rapidly.
And as our acting project coordinator would have said, this one is about 85% complete. It should be online soon, so that we ensure that those in Cave Hill and surrounding areas have that consistent quality supply running into their homes. Again, thank you, Mr. Belgrave, and thank you for watching another edition of Water Wednesdays. We'll keep you updated right here. To view this or previous episode again, please visit our website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. You can go to Facebook or Instagram for our social media content, and please subscribe to Water Wednesdays on YouTube. You can find us there.